Welcome back, guys. Coming in hot. I know it's been a while, it's been a couple months since we've been able to stream for you guys, but we're back.
Sir.
Thank you guys for staying with us. We're about to hit this ground running, guys. Football's coming up. Basketball's ended. It's about to get wild. As you see, I'm already kind of in the festivities, ready for this season to start. But again, thank you guys for sticking around with us. We got some more content coming your way. Some new ideas coming our way too. We just want to get back out there and start this episode up. So yeah, we're gonna slide right into our heat up as we usually do. Once again, it's a 90-second ramble that we're gonna go kind of go through. Bryce is gonna start it off for us, and yeah, let's get it.
We're gonna do a new one called Would You Rather. So it's gonna be Would You Rather, and it's gonna be based on different things. This time it's gonna be on NBA. I don't know who games, but 2K, NBA 2K just released that Devin Booker, the Phoenix Suns star player, is gonna be on the cover.
One of the star players,
if not the one star player. He's on the cover. So we're just gonna do Would You Rather Devin Booker edition, and we're gonna ask, okay, would you rather have this player, Devin Booker? And we're just going to keep on feeding off on that. And like he said, 90 seconds. So we're just going to keep on rambling on that and see how fast we can get through them.
All right. So let's go for this first one. So you ready?
Yeah.
All right. So
Devin Booker edition.
2, 1.
All right. Would you rather Klay Thompson?
I got to Clay.
Klay,
for sure.
All right. Would you rather James Harden?
Depending on what James Harden, though. That's the thing. Prime James Harden, absolutely.
I'm still going D-Book.
Over James Harden?
Yes,
okay.
D-Book.
Like now James Harden or D-Book? Okay.
D-Book.
But prime James Harden?
All right. All right. Would you rather Devin Booker or Jaylen Brown?
Man. I go Jaylen Brown. I go
Jaylen Brown. He's more physical. He can do more than he can shoot and everything else. Guard. He has better defense.
For sure.
Would you rather Anthony Edwards?
D-Book.
Although
Anthony Edwards on his way up,
right, he's on
his way up, but I gotta go D-Book for sure.
Okay. Would you rather Donovan Mitchell?
Mitchell. I think he's an overall player. 3-pointer, mid-range, finishing the paint.
I'm going Book.
Okay.
All right. Would you rather Jason Tatum?
Man, that's tough. So, I gotta go Tatum, especially after watching him how he did with the Heat, how he kind of defense with the Heat that way. Yeah. I gotta go with Tatum. He's just
all around a better player.
He's just a physical young player.
Defense, everything.
I can't.
It's hard. It's hard because I think that in crunch times, Devin Booker is better.
Yeah.
But I'm still gonna go. I'm gonna go Jason Tatum.
All right, one more.
Last one, DeMar DeRozan.
Oh, D-Book. Don't get me wrong, DeMar DeRozan that guy, but D-Book. I gotta go with D-Book.
I think I'm gonna go D-Book too.
D-Book.
So I think that D-Book wins this.
All right, bet. So that was that heat up. Again, just 90-second ramble off. We'll come up with some other ones. Just give us some ideas on some too. Like what would you want to hear us go over in quick 90 seconds, just to kind of like get us started on the heat up there. So of course the heat up segues into our hot topic, and as we were just talking about, Klay Thompson, basketball players. Our hot topic is now about Steph Curry. So the Warriors won another championship.
Chef Curry.
Another championship. Which, I mean, people thought, okay, yep, you got healthy Klay back, Steph, these Warriors teams that are stacking up. And, of course, they played the Boston Celtics that went 7 with the Heat, came out and won. Beat Milwaukee, yeah, but, I mean, you still got past the Heat, 7 games.
Milwaukee.
That hurt me. But anyway, so with Steph winning, as we know, he's got how many MVPs?
2
MVPs. He's got, of course, tons of All-Star game appearances. He has won 4 rings now. He's got 4 rings, and he finally got that last, big award in the Finals MVP.
The elusive one
which
for a while.
We thought he would have got it the first time he won that ring, or the second time he won the ring, but Iguodala got it instead. KD's got one too. So now he's finally got that ring, and they said that was the last little award to kind of see is he on the NBA Mount Rushmore, right? With LeBron and Larry Bird, Jordan, all these people. So I'm gonna ask you something. We're gonna go on this hot topic here is, what does that leave? Where's Steph at in the legacy now? Like, where do we think? Okay, is Steph is he the top 3? Do we put him right on with Kobe? Do we? What's his legacy? Is he one of the faces on that Mount Rushmore now? That okay, he's got 4 rings. How many does LeBron have? 4. Yep. So the best, in my opinion, the best player that ever played the game has the same amount of rings now. Steph Curry's the most 3-point shots. So what do you think where does he I guess where do you put him at in the atmosphere of NBA players?
Mount Rushmore, he's not on it yet. But they're starting to chip away at the rock to see if he's going to be on there. Because, I mean, like you said, he is 4-time MVP or 4-time champion. Now has a final MVP. 8-time All-Star. 2-time MVP. I think one was unanimous.
Yep. Back-to-back, wasn't it? Or no, was it back-to-back?
I want to say, I don't know if it was.
I remember Giannis was. I don't know if he was back-to-back.
I want to say he might have been.
I think it was something like that. But still.
And then all-time, 3-point leader record. Like, not only for a season, but for his career.
Made, he passed the seasons, right? Yep.
So, I mean, like, with that, what he did, of course, what happened last year, you gotta forget, I don't think people remember last year, they weren't good.
They were not
Now,
great.
like you said, Curry got hurt, missing arguably the second best shooter in the league in Klay Thompson.
Yep.
So it's like, okay, but once they got the pieces together, they just saw the dominance back in, 2016 all the way to 2019.
Yeah.
They've been to dynasty type thing.
They've been to like, I think it was like 4 to 6 finals within the last 8-ish.
And he's won 4. He's won 4. I would rank him top 2 all time when it comes to point guards. So I got Magic first and then him.
Okay.
Just because Magic did more. Yeah. Now again, Curry could shoot it out the building easily. Magic was more of a like he could pass it better. He had better defense. His scoring was crazy. So I won't put him at first. Now all time, I still can't put him in the top 10.
But with Magic, of course, that was way before our time.
For sure.
We see highlights and stuff. The league was different back then too.
Yes.
So it was a different league than what it is now. The 3-point shot was not nearly as huge as it was back then, if it was existing at all.
Right.
So I understand where Magic and Larry, but you also got to think about how different size Larry is compared to Steph, things like that. But second, okay.
I got him. Second PG. And he was a little lower. You still got what they call point guard as far as Chris Paul goes, and there's other. There's other people that can play the point. Well, as full point guard, I have him at number 2.
Okay.
Now, I still can't put him in the top 10 all time.
Top 10 all time?
Put him there all
bro,
time.
You sleep, bro.
I said top 12. I said top 12.
So, do you have 10 players right now that you can name on top of him that are above him?
I can probably get real close.
I can name maybe 5 that's above him, but you're telling me there's 10 more people. 11 more people that are better than Steph Curry.
I would say he, out of top 12, I'd put him in that area. I don't know what I put him at though, because you got to think about it. You got, of course, LeBron, MJ, Shaq, Kobe, Larry, Wilt. All these people that I would say had a better.
But we're talking about legacy, like what you leave on the game.
Exactly.
What you leave when you
everybody
left.
I just named right now.
Yeah.
Has had a bigger legacy than Curry. Now again,
you think Shaq has a bigger legacy than Chef Curry or Chef Curry? I mean, Chef Curry.
Yes.
Why?
He was arguably the most dominant player ever play the game.
I feel you.
So
but
he
how many
has
rings
left.
Have?
Kobe has 6.
But I'm saying, like, when it comes to dominance of the league, right? I feel like Steph Curry dominated the league more than Shaq dominated the league with the shots.
It also depends.
The presence. I know it's a difference, and it's also
you got a dominance as far as again, wherever this man shoots, it's going in.
Right.
Or you have the dominance of in as far as if Shaq is in the paint, you aren't blocking.
That's what I'm saying.
He is a dominant player,
but it's a different position as well.
Very, very true. That's what I'm saying. So that's kind of where it goes into.
He's a 4-time NBA champion, same as Steph. Three-time NBA Finals MVP, so you get that, right? He only won 1 MVP in the National Basketball League.
As a center, though.
I'm not taking anything away from him. Trust me, but I'm just saying, I do not think there's 11 players that are above Steph Curry.
I'm not saying he's number 12.
I still think he's in the top 10, if not the top 8, top 5. Of course, you got LeBron, you have Kobe. You have Jordan. You have Bill Russell. You have Magic. You think about these people on the Mount Rushmore, right? Their faces there. But when it comes down to legacy there, Steph Curry, again, has the same amount of rings as LeBron does.
In less tries.
In less tries, correct. Even dethroned LeBron on a few.
2 of them, right?
Not only did he leads the league in 3 points and is still in his... Steph is almost in his prime. I would say in his prime now. How he is right now, he's still in his prime.
He is in his prime.
So you're telling me he's at the best he can be, and he's still putting on top of 3-pointers, right? Finally won that Finals MVP. Finally won that. Every box is technically checked.
It's starting to be.
He sticks with one team. He's still with the Warriors. Been with them since he got drafted. And has made a name for himself. He came out of Davidson. No one really heard about this school. Came in and made a name for himself, and now is one of the best players in the NBA. Mm-hmm. The best shooter to ever, in my opinion. And again, and this is in our generation, what we've seen, who we've looked into. I still think he's the best 3-point shot of any player I've seen. Can make it anywhere behind the 3-point shot. I mean, LeBron's still my best player to ever play the game, right? I don't put him above, you got the Larry Birds. I don't put him above them and the Kobe and the Jordan, but I put him above Shaq. I put him above Wilt. I put him above, if not right out with Bill Russell.
But that's as in legacy, right? But that's where it gets hard for us because again, that was a whole different game than what it is now. True. So people that watched Wilt play or Bill Russell, they're like, oh no,
or Larry Bird. Yeah.
Like, he was
magic.
What Curry was before Curry.
It's kind of like the same debate of people that watch Jordan
and watch LeBron.
Will say like, oh, well, Jordan's the GOAT, but in my generation and what I've seen, I think LeBron's a GOAT.
Right.
So Steph Curry, like you said, they could be like, Steph Curry is nowhere near what Larry was, or nowhere near what Magic was, but we're like, Steph Curry's the best player in the NBA that we've seen.
Because, stats don't lie, awards don't lie, so you can see all these things, and a lot of people will judge it by rings, so, Kobe, LeBron has 4, Michael has 6, but if you go, but Russell has what, 12?
Yeah, but again, the season how it was back then is different.
Exactly what I'm trying to say. So,
but also you think about it too. You just said LeBron has 4 and Curry has 4.
Right.
But you still can't put them on the same weight league, right?
But you also got to think of what's his name. LeBron is at his tail end of his career.
Tail end.
I see he got 2 years left.
3-ish years. Yeah.
No, good ball.
3-ish years
good
left.
Ball.
3-ish years left.
Bro,
I'm gonna go back to it. This man was 37 last year, leading the NBA in points. So I don't want to hear it.
I'm just saying. I think, way off topic, this will be his last year. He actually has a shot of doing something. Winning a championship, yes. No. Because after this, he's just gonna try to play with his son. No. Where you got as far as here's Curry. Curry's like right here, maybe even here. He hasn't even hit his peak yet, I would say, so he's not on his way down.
No, but I think
LeBron's about to
I think he's definitely
in the
at his
roller
top.
coaster, put up a thing. He's about to.
I think he's definitely at his top, though. I think he's at his peak.
We keep on saying that.
He's been in the league for 13 seasons, so 13 years he's in the league, right? I don't think he's like anywhere on his downway, but I think he's definitely up at the peak. Like especially after winning the championship, I think he's at his prime. He has had the total of 3,117 3-point shots and made, right? And this is his entire career stats. He averages 24 points a game in his career stats, and it's over 13 seasons, which is still really good. And he's only played in 826 games, which again, it's not like a lot. And in a couple years he was hurt.
Right.
But this shooter here, right? To see a shooter over 3,000 3-point shots, averaging 24 points a game, 4 rings to your name, back-to-back MVPs, Finals MVP. How many All-Star appearances does he have, right?
8.
He won, right, yeah, you said it. He won 3-point shot contest.
He's also won the All-Star game MVP twice. So
he's a two. He went back-to-back 15-16, right? Eastern Conference Finals MVP. I mean, all these accolades, right, for a player that's he's 34, 3 years younger than LeBron, but LeBron started when he was in high school, so 18. So I don't think Steph Curry is near the top 2, if not 3, but I definitely put him in the top. I would say, man, 5, 8 even. I don't put him. I can't name 10 players that I'll put above Steph Curry. That's like you're saying 10 players above KD. I think KD's better than Steph Curry?
It depends.
On what?
It depends.
On what?
A healthy KD is better than Curry, yes.
But why?
Because KD can shoot from anywhere. 3-point mid-range.
I'm with you.
Dunking, and his defense is good. Curry, 3-point behind that 3-point line.
The best. But no, okay. The best, yes. But Steph Curry can finish. And have you seen him in his floaters, mid-range games? Nasty.
Yeah.
It's not as good as CP3's, but it's nasty.
But what is he known for, though? If you're dribbling down the court and I see that man, I'm passing it to him, 3-point, done. Whereas as far as KD, he can do it anyway.
Well, I know that, but I'm saying, how many links does KD have?
Links.
How many KD? And guess what? KD had to come to play with Steph Curry to win a ring.
But why did he also win a Finals MVP and Curry didn't?
Oh, just because he played better in the finals. Period. That's it. Just because he played better in the finals. But KD had to come and play with this kid.
But both times
to come win a ring.
But both 2 rings KD came from, the 2 rings that Curry had came from when KD came. So,
but yes, not to say that KD wasn't a nice factor to that team, but again, he came and Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, all of them together won that championship game.
Don't get me wrong.
His legacy is something that is not nearly close to being done.
No,
but where he's established right now, I'd put his face on Mount Rushmore.
That's what I said. Leave it at Mount Rushmore or no?
I would. I would put him up there with the greats.
Not there yet. I'm saying like they are.
What would then what would put him in there? What? One more ring? 5 rings? Another MVP?
It would have to be. I would have to be something. I don't know.
But I would say, what has it made? What has he not done so far that you wouldn't put him on the Mount Rushmore of the great NBA players?
That's the thing though. He has done it all. I just think there's more people that have done more than he has. And again, Curry's not done yet.
Yeah.
When he gets done, that'll be a whole different conversation. You know, some people are already saying that he is top. I just think that's something that just needs to be continued to be bargained with.
I think he's one of the top point guards in the league, if not the best in the league. But I put him on Mount Rushmore.
I mean, legacy. Like I said, his legacy's growing, and we'll see again. Coming off of this high year, coming into this new year, whenever it starts off, I mean, they're going to be another team to be reckoned with. I mean,
they might go back to back with bringing people back and having players that we didn't think would go off like Wiggins and Poole, and I mean Gary Payton was traded, but that was another addition to their team. Like Wiseman's still there. No, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But
he's healthy now.
But players like that we didn't see coming out. Draymond's still gonna be there. Clay's still gonna be there.
Yeah.
Steph Curry's gonna be there. You don't think they're gonna come back and try to get it again?
Yeah, I mean,
on a West that's kind of who knows, right?
Tricky,
crazy.
But I mean that's where we're gonna leave that. So.
Okay. So that was a heat up. I like it.
End it on just a fun topic. We're gonna switch it over to NFL. Like he said, he is
so close.
It's coming close. It's coming right around the corner. Oh my God, we're just right there. We can freaking taste it.
Yeah. Was it 9 more Sundays until the first game?
Yeah. So it's like there. Preseason about to start. OTA's about to start. It's just like everybody's just grasping at this stuff. But I mean, it's a topic that's kind of we've been talking about. Me being a Browns fan, Baker Mayfield. Just to go into something, Baker Mayfield has finally been traded from the Browns.
Finally out of the land, boys.
And
finally out of the land.
He went to Carolina Panthers, and I think that was a good trade, And we had Deshaun not knowing if he was going to play at all. It was going to be 4 games, 6 games, 12 games, a year, whatever. Mm-hmm. But I've been hearing things. Did we throw Baker away? Did we throw him in the garbage? Did we do this and this? As a Browns fan, I'm going to give my take on this, and then Spencer, you can kind of go into what you think and everything. But how I stand at Baker Mayfield, number 1 overall pick, Heisman Trophy winner. Mm-hmm. What he brought to Cleveland, I'm happy about. I'm grateful with. Okay, he brought in a moxie. He brought in a swagger. He kind of made people want to come to Cleveland to play because But he was brought in to be our franchise quarterback, to be the man.
Yes.
That's what happens when you get drafted number 1 overall. Mm-hmm. You have to be that.
You have to be that.
You have to be that. Not only that, but you come in the height of that and also being a Heisman, like I said, a Heisman Trophy winner.
In a way, they're throwing all the chips at you. Like, hey, we're putting all this as a franchise on you to become that guy.
Yeah. And instead of him being like, oh, he embraced it. He's like, oh, I will do it. I will do this. Okay. I don't think we threw him away. But also, the NFL is a business. Mm-hmm. So just hear me out. Man played for 4 seasons with us, okay? He did do things that other quarterbacks at the Browns haven't done.
Correct.
Win.
For a long time.
Win.
For a long time.
And that's saying something.
And you've had topping quarterbacks that's been drafted.
Right, yeah.
Johnny Manziel.
I mean, bro, I can't...
Yeah,
the list goes jerseys.
Like,
the list goes
jersey. Yeah, exactly.
We had so many quarterbacks.
Robert Griffin III.
I'm about to say RG3, Brandon Weeden, freaking Brady Quinn.
Yeah.
Deshaun Kaiser. Like you said, Johnny Manziel. Keep going. Cody Kessler. I mean, like, people that came out of college trying to be higher ranked. Mm-hmm. So he did do something, And he started off the season. He didn't start, but in 2018 he broke the rookie record.
Yeah.
So everybody's coming in like, oh man, he could be the guy.
Yeah.
But when you think about it, out of his 4 seasons, he only really produced in 1.
True.
He gave us a playoff win. Yes, respect. Against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Yes. How long was the last time,
When's the last time you even been close to the playoffs?
Right. And that was the first time that there was faith in Cleveland. But when you look at everything that's going on in that season, he did well. 26 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. A 65% QBR. He 16 games played, 3,000 yards. Great. 26-5. Okay. But then you go and after that season, and then you go into his 21 season, hurt, and get torn labrum and stuff like that. But people are like, he didn't have all the puzzle pieces. There's at one time where the Browns had arguably one of the best rosters in the NFL.
In the NFL, correct. On defensive end and
defensive end,
offensive
defensive end is we had Jadeveon Clowney, Myles Garrett, and we brought in people. Now offense, the one that Baker is worried about Baker. So you got OBJ, arguably when healthy, top 5 wide receiver. Jarvis Landry, veteran.
Which are really nice too.
We had probably, not one, number 2, the best offensive line in the league.
The most protection. The most protection. You guys brought people over.
Right. Brought people over, signed people. We brought in a very good tight end, Austin Hooper.
Paying money.
And then also, easily the best tandem in the backfield.
Yes.
And Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb.
Yes.
So you cannot say he did not have the puzzle pieces to do better. What happened? He just can't perform. He cannot perform. So everybody's like, oh, you're dogging him. He brought what Cleveland wanted. I understand that. He did it for 1 year out of the 4 years. You can't come in number 1 overall and not perform, but only for 1 year.
I get that too, but at the same time, you got the number 1 overall picks because y'all were trash the year before.
True.
So it wasn't like he was like, I don't know if he was the best choice at that time. Like you just said it, there was all these quarterbacks. If you look on the website, if you look on Google, you can see a picture of the Browns jersey with all the quarterbacks' names. Of course, he was on there. He led you guys to a winning season. You guys haven't had just a winning season.
Correct.
In the first year he was there.
Correct. No.
The starting year, wasn't he? Was not winning?
No.
I thought you guys were like 8-9 or 9-8, something like that.
No, bro. We have not had a winning season until that season that we went to the playoffs. So
So got that right. But went to the playoffs, beat your rival in the first round.
Correct.
25-8, 26-8, whatever the case may
26,
be.
Yeah.
That was his 3rd year.
Correct.
His 3rd year in. He didn't play his first year really.
I mean, he played 14 games in the first year out of 16. He didn't play 2.
So his 2nd year was a downhill.
So yeah, I mean,
and this is his 3rd year coming in, and he brought you guys to that. And with that being said, that's his 3rd different head coach, his 3rd different offensive coordinator, and you're in his 3rd year brings a Cleveland Browns team that's never been anywhere to a playoff game.
100%.
Then next year, yes, you guys were supposed to be this Super Bowl winning or Super Bowl contending team, right?
For sure.
Didn't live up to the hype. I still think that you guys could have done either a few different things. He was hurt. Almost the entire year played through the hurt. He shouldn't have, right? We talked about it beforehand. He went and got surgery the day after the season ended. Why not just try to see? Why not just buy into him coming in healthy, a healthy Baker? So we're looking at maybe even better than 2019 Baker coming back, adding addition to the team. You might have lost OBJ, you might have lost Jarvis, but you got Cooper. You got you signed Njoku back. All these little additions, right? Why not try to see? Okay, hey, he's coming back. He won us these games in 2019. He's healthy. Let's give him another year and see what's going on because he wasn't living up to the hype last year. But nah. F him. We're going to grab somebody that's got all these damn lawsuits against him, pay him a buku amount of money, and say, whatever, Baker. I'll get my backup, Jacoby Brissett. Baker, you got to find a team, pretty much. You got to find a team. Yeah. I felt that was kind of like, again, we don't see the behind-the-scenes stuff, but for somebody that was so much about the land, oh, Cleveland, I'm coming to win you guys stuff. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. For you guys just to be like, oh, we replaced y'all. We replaced you with somebody that's not even going to be able to play this year. Not even going to be able to play this year.
But what I say, though?
And you found a team, pretty much. I think it was kind of messed up in a way.
It's a toss-up because, again, it's a
business. I understand that.
So guess what happens when you don't perform, though?
You're benched. You're not. I understand that. But, again, you're only coming into your fourth season, no, your fifth season, right? Your fifth season. What kind of quarterbacks do you know have had a great year in their first 4 seasons with a trash ass team as the Browns? Oh, I guess for his first 2 years. You know what I'm saying? So they pretty much only gave the man 2 years to kind of perform.
No, because like I get what you're saying, but rewind. You were saying what quarterback have you seen that hasn't been good? Joe Burrow and his.
Okay, but that's every once in a while you'll find people like that. Joe Burrow, yes.
All right.
Justin Herbert, yes.
Right.
Patrick Mahomes,
in his draft class alone, the quarterbacks taken, you got Sam Darnold, okay,
right.
Josh Allen.
Okay, but how many years did it take for him to get right?
2.
At least 3.
2.
Into his third year was when he really picked it up.
Either way, that man was still playing at a high caliber.
I wouldn't say that shit.
I would.
I say he's in my
high
division.
Caliber.
I say at least to his third year is when he started getting like, oh damn, watch out for Josh Allen.
I say at least at the second year. I give second year.
Anyway,
Lamar Jackson.
Okay.
So I'm trying to say though. So you cannot say again. These people were picked behind him. Lamar Jackson was the last pick of the first round.
Yes.
So
and Lamar Jackson is a different dude. He's just different.
Right. So that's what I'm trying to say.
And he's a Heisman Trophy winner as well.
That's what I'm saying though. So yes, he had 4 years. Yes, we were like, hey, we're gonna bring somebody in who, like you said, may not play, but maybe suspended for 4, but whatever. I mean, you kind of have a tryout here. You have 4 years of tryouts. In each 4 years, again, I have the stats here. This man was never astounding.
But Bryce, what did he have? What did he have his first 2 years? What did he have his
first year? He didn't have nothing. Second year is when we brought in people. Started bringing in people.
But again, you got a new head coach.
I get that.
A new offensive coordinator. And your team's still not the best.
Right, but if you are a pro football player,
I don't give a hell.
If you are a pro football player, then you should have the IQ and the worth ethic to know, okay, I have a new coach. Let me learn this playbook.
You don't think he did?
No. What's coming out right now, has been coming out, is a lot of things. So, first off, the locker room wasn't as I guess, around Baker as what we thought it was. Mm-hmm. That's something that I've heard from a while back. This new thing just came out was whenever, this is something they said, this just shows how Baker was doing. The night that we played, Christmas Day, we played the Green Bay Packers. They remember when Nick Chubb, Baker Mayfield, all of them tested positive.
Yes.
So what happens is they send you a playbook, and you have so much to learn it and all this stuff, so that whenever if you test positive again or negative, you can play. It was found out that Baker, instead of doing that, he was playing 10 hours a day of Halo. And they came back and scored screenshots of it and everything. There's a guy who was like, "Oh my God, I'm on Halo," and Baker just sent me a friend request.
On the stream, I saw it coming. I tried to back up. Dude. No, buddy.
So it was like, man, this man's not even doing it. And what did he do that game? Threw 4 interceptions. The last interception to seal the game. So it's like, okay, that just kind of goes into it. There's people that came out and said, yeah, he was a child in the locker room. He didn't get his way. I get that he had 3 different coaches. 2 coaches that were sucky. I get that. Third one was like an interim, and then you got Kevin Stefanski.
That's the best one y'all had in years.
Right. Coach of the year, all that stuff. I get this. But when you think about talent, and you think about everything that, again, he is up against, and what we built around him, alone. So if you put, like I just said, Allen, Jackson, Burrow and take Baker out and put him there.
Yes.
That team is going places. Yes. And then the teams, so Allen, Josh Allen, the Bills. I won't say every year, but the last 3 years are either playoff contenders or Super Bowl contenders. Okay?
Last 2 years, for sure.
Jackson, Ravens. Again, playoff contenders, can be Super Bowl contenders. When you think about the Browns, what happened?
But again, if you put the Baker 2019,
yes,
2020, all that 2020 into this year, a healthy one, you don't think you guys would have been great?
I don't. No.
Why?
I don't think. You know why? I don't. I think we'd be good, but also because
what would change?
Also because again,
he got hurt.
Right.
That's what the main thing. He got hurt, and he continued to play through crap, and it just kept getting hurt more and more. And then with that being said, his other relationships with the players, OBJ and Jarvis, was off. We get that too.
You can't be off on 2 of the most star players.
Exactly.
OBJ left, went to LA, and balled.
Yeah.
So again, everybody's like, okay, OBJ's the problem. We found out Baker's the problem. Mm-hmm. Jarvis was going in off Miami. Spencer, and then he came in and he flunked. Mm-hmm. That's my boy Jarvis, and he just didn't produce the numbers.
So we'll go back to the main question, right? Did they do Baker dirty? That's where we're gonna get at. Do you think they did Baker dirty and was in a way that was like thanks, but no thanks. You know, we're not even going to try to search for a trade for you in a way. We got our players, we got our quarterback. So,
well, here's the I say from my aspect. Of course, we don't know what happened behind the scenes, and also Baker came out with a podcast that he heard one thing, the other. I'm gonna say no because they brought Deshaun in, and Baker didn't even attempt to compete against Deshaun to be in that quarterback situation. When they brought Deshaun in, yes, they signed him for a major contract, but they did not say he's our starting quarterback.
But they kind of alluded to that, Bryce. If you bring somebody in,
yes,
and you pay him the most money to ever be of a quarterback, you think he goes to the fucking bench?
Yes.
You think he's going to sit on the bench?
I'm at least going to compete.
Bryce, no.
He's going to compete.
No.
He's going to compete.
Bryce, why would the Browns give this man so much money to sit on the bench?
Because they know that Deshaun Watson is a franchise elite quarterback.
What they knew,
and then they knew that Baker was not performing, but they gave Baker the shot. Again, we don't know what came behind. We don't know what came behind the scenes, but they did say, "All right, we're bringing in Deshaun. Compete.
Why?
Compete.
Why would you compete?
To fucking compete.
For one,
to try and compete.
The reason why they knew,
he just folded and was like, I'm not playing with them.
But one reason why they knew this because they knew for one thing is Baker in the relationship with the Browns was done. They were done.
That alone.
As soon as the season ended, it was pretty much done.
That alone.
So he knows the season. He knows it's done. Then he sees that they're not even trying to like pick up his option, right? And they're like, oh, let's go ahead and sign somebody that's not even going to play for us this year because he has so many cases against sexual assault.
Maybe.
But let's pay him the most money quarterbacks ever made in the NFL. But we're gonna have you sit on the bench and let Baker play. They're not gonna do that. Why would they think?
The Browns literally kept him on the payroll.
But then,
play.
Hold on. But then, how is Baker gonna compete when he's recovering from surgery?
Because Spencer, how's he gonna compete for the number one spot in Carolina?
Now he can.
So what's the difference between competing in Cleveland?
Because when did Deshaun kind of come to Cleveland? It was already like Baker was probably in rehab trying to get back and everything. So he can't really compete. And
he's not competing. OTAs haven't even started yet.
But if I'm sitting on a roster, if I'm Tua Tagovailoa, and I'm playing my game here, and I see on the news, breaking news: Miami signed so and so for the most money of a quarterback. You think I'm gonna want to play for them for one? You think I'm gonna start over this guy that just got paid all this money for another? And third, you think that the franchise is bought into me? No.
If I am who I say I am, number one overall pick, I am Baker Mayfield. I come to win. I would at least think about competing against Deshaun Watson.
Crazy.
But why do you say that though? Because what? Why do you think that though? Because do you think that Deshaun Watson is better than Baker Mayfield? How's it crazy? Because if I come in and I'm confident I'm the one overall player, yes, they just signed this man for $230 million.
Right, you guys think?
But what I can do though, is try to compete and play a good year, and then go into free agency and get picked up by another team because they just saw how I just balled.
Bryce,
am I right?
Bryce, why would you play in the year?
You just said Deshaun may sit.
He's still not gonna play you. After again, the relationship between the two is trust.
How do we know this?
He said it the first time. He's like, I do not want to come back to Cleveland. He said in that podcast he shouldn't have said anything.
That's what I'm trying to say though. So it was him who didn't want to do it. Cleveland was like, okay, this guy was brought in.
We don't know either. We don't know what Cleveland was telling him in this year. 100%. We don't know if he was like, hey, you know what? Start a trade. We're not signing you back.
Yes,
we're about to sign this kid for $230
million guaranteed.
Guaranteed.
Yes, I get that. And the possibility, like you said, he could sit all year. Baker had that opportunity to play that year, build up his resume. No. I am healthy. No. Come get me after this free agency.
No.
Why not?
No.
Again, no. I think that is a business. Mm-hmm. Baker, you had 4 years to show what you could do. Do it, and we keep you.
Yeah.
You didn't do it. In this business, if you don't do it, we go to the next guy. The next man up who's better.
I think they should give him one more year. A healthy Baker, get in the surgery, come back, give him a year. If not, okay, then we'll see what's next.
But
but at the same time, I'm almost in the same boat because Tua is kind of in the same boat Baker's in right now. They're building around him. They're giving everything he needs. If Tua doesn't perform, they might let him go.
Correct.
I feel you.
And I get you saying give him one more year. Yes, but
a healthy
Baker. Think about this. One more year to us is lost in money, lost in talent. We tried to give Baker one more year with Baker and.
It's a reset. You don't have those two main wide receivers anymore that had a bad juju with him.
Right. Think about it. If you think about a one more year and it's a failure year, that's one more year off of somebody's contract.
But what's a failure year?
Not playoffs.
But where are you at right now, Bryce? Deshaun is gonna fucking play for at least 6 years, or excuse me, 6 games, right? So do you got Jacoby Brissett playing?
I think Jacoby Brissett has a better chance of going to the playoffs than Baker Mayfield. Straight up.
What are you talking about?
Straight up. I think that Jacoby Brissett has a better chance, and I've seen it, not just me. I've seen Jacoby Brissett has a better chance because of what he can do.
Did you not see him play for us last year?
Just y'all. You see what he did with the Colts?
What?
Ball? What you mean ball?
But I'm just saying.
He has the opportunity.
I just don't think...
We will see what he does.
I don't think... The Browns are going to... In the long run, they're going to be like, yep, we made the right decision by signing Deshaun because, of course, he's the franchise quarterback. But right now, into 2022, 2023 year, they're going to regret, in a way, like, damn, we maybe should have kept Baker because this year, you guys are not going to go nowhere. Especially if he doesn't win. If I'm not saying that Jacoby Brissett's going to win 6 games in the first game of the season. If not, I don't even know if he's going to win 4 of them. If you have Deshaun, okay. All right, I can see y'all winning 5 in this first 5 or 6 of them. Well, okay, I'm not start off 5-0. Jacoby Brissett, nah.
Jacoby Brissett in this type of system with, again, the team that we have, I can see him at least, let's say out of 6 games, going 4-2. You know what I'm saying? You have a good backup. I mean, you have a good offensive line now. You do have one of the best defenses right now. Give me a quarterback who is not only IQ better than Baker, but can somewhat do things that Baker can't do. I'm at least going 4-2.
You wildin'. On that note, but I mean, that's kind of our episode today. I think we'll have a lot more to talk about sooner or later with all this football stuff coming up. But lastly, I think y'all gonna regret that crap. So.
Hey, there's a chance. We do Brown. The Browns will be the
Browns.
Browns.
Will be the Browns, boy. The Browns will be the.
Damn right.
But appreciate you guys for tuning in. I know it's been a while, but thank you guys for coming back and watching this episode. Of course, we're gonna try to come out with some more weekly here, some shorts even. Yes. But again, let us know in our comments. This is how we get better. Let us know what you want to see. Some ideas on the heat up, ideas on the hot topic. Just stuff that you would like for us to talk about. Of course, we're on our major platforms. You got Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube. We try to post on there as much as possible. Facebook, Instagram, all that stuff there. But yeah, keep up to date. Comment, guys. We love the interactions. We love having people let us know what you want to see. Bryce, we're on TikTok as well.
Yep. 100%.
I don't know what the username is, but
Comin In Hot Podcast.
Sweet.
Find us.
TikTok too. Shout us out. Let us know. Other than that,
see you on episode 10.